Tough love is not in any textbook I have ever read. Tough love is a man-made, woman-made term. Tough love is accountability and boundaries. And the reason why this question is so important is because so many families will tell me, well, we're just going to do tough love and be done with it. You have to remember the science of addiction, the clinical aspect of it. Addiction and even mental health disorders are not so much about self-medicating problems. It's about them hurting the people in their life that they feel are the cause of their problems. And when you implement tough love, you're solidifying their beliefs. So many families would be like, yeah, we don't need your services. We're just going to kick them out. We're just going to set boundaries. We're just going to do this, that, or the other. And what you don't understand is that you're fueling the narrative of their beliefs. There has to be a way. This is why interventions are clinical. They're not about some guy coming to your house with the gift of gab. You know, those guys are out there. What you have to understand is the message that you send and how you send it. Because if you just implement tough love, then they immediately think, this is why I use in the first place. Their entire job is to hurt the people who love them the most. Like I said earlier, because they want you to feel the pain that they feel you've put on them, whether or not it's true. If you don't implement accountabilities and boundaries properly, that will shift the problem to their ownership rather than yours, it's going to backfire. Just cutting people off, kicking them out, throwing them in the streets, just stopping everything you're doing with no resolution on the other side and no conversation and no mediator is going to blow up in your face. So when people ask me, so you're just going to throw my loved one out? It's like, oh no. We're going to offer them somewhere else to go. We're going to take them there, and we're going to give them the help that they need. You can't help your loved one, period. You're only hurting them by doing what you're doing, even though you don't know it. So when you ask me about tough love, I don't even say the words. I say accountability, unless I'm talking about it on a video. I say accountability and boundaries with love and empathy. Because the only way for your loved one to fix a problem is for it to become theirs. So when you implement tough love and dad comes in and says, we're just going to do this, all you're doing is sending them backwards. There has to be a mediation. There has to be an understanding. They have to be held accountable. You have to address your enabling and codependency, and they have to see that what they're doing is hurting everybody else, but that it's not going to hurt you anymore. We have to take that off the table. Tough love in and of itself does not do that. It fuels the inner fire that drives their behaviors. So when you implement that tough love, you're making them worse. You cannot do this without a professional. You need a mediator, and there has to be a focus shift onto them owning the problem rather than them thinking that you're just making the problem worse by, cutting them off or scolding them or just punishing them for what they're doing. That has to happen, but the way that it happens is the difference between somebody actually making it and somebody just getting worse.